Chef Mikel has made his home in this small village of Montepozuelos. Even though the village is small, the surrounding vegetation is infinite. The forest is just a minute's drive away and full of herbs, mushrooms, fruit, and most importantly, pine cones.
So we're on a hunt for pine nuts and all things that are yummy, right?
Yes.
It's a pine nut forest. Imagine. Now this area is one of the premier areas for pine nuts.
The best pine nuts in Spain. And probably in the world.
Of course you have to have that.
Well, because it's true. If you go...
The forest ground had gorgeous red Niscalo mushrooms, which can only be found, yep, in the pine cone forest. Mikel's eyes were amazing. In what looked like a patch of weeds, he found verbena, thyme, and rosemary.
We're farming.
He explained to us that even though he goes to the forest every day, he only picks a tiny amount of what he needs, always respecting the plant and the forest. It's his way of practicing sustainability.
Lunch. That's our salad. It's so cold, but this is so cool. The one thing we haven't gotten is a pine nut yet. Let's go do it.
Okay.
We're looking for the very beginning of the pine nuts. We're on a quest. Right there.
Look at this. We found the birth of a new pine tree, which sprouts from the pine nuts that have fallen to the ground.
This is where it starts. We're going to show you them in different stages. This tree right here, can you guess how old this tree is? This is 4 years old. No pine cones, no pine nuts. The tree behind me, that's a 10-year-old tree. It still doesn't have any pine cones, and we won't get any pine nuts from that either. The tree right up here, well, that's a 40-year-old pine tree. It has plenty of pine cones on it and a lot of pine nuts. So that's the tree that we want to see.
It was so cool, the forest housed every stage of pine tree growth. We searched for pine cones that had fallen off the trees to harvest their pine nuts, but they were all empty.
But there's no, where
No
are
hay,
they?
claro.
Being-
Se los comen las ardillas.
Because the squirrels.
That's what I thought. Some little critters got this guy. See, they're all gone.
Aha! But Chef Mikel was able to finally find one.
This is the flower of the
Esta es la flor.
We also found a green or unripe pine cone, which Mikel informed me is also usable in cooking.
Everything that we've found, we're gonna eat.
Se puede comer todo.